Well, hello folks. This video we're going to be talking about an agenda which is being pushed increasingly in the days we live right now. And that is the sightings of aliens and UFOs. So the modern UFO sightings, it's generally accepted that they go back to July 1947. There was a pilot called Kenneth Arnold who saw from his light aircraft several flying discs in a strange formation. According to him, the only explanation of what he saw could be termed as flying discs. Now this actually at the time got plenty of media coverage, and the buzzword flying saucer found its origin here, created by the media. The location that these saucers were claimed to have been seen was by the side of a mountain range. Now, almost a week or so later, there was the Roswell incident, another famous incident at the start of these sightings of UFOs. There was a farmer called Mac Brazel who had a ranch close to Roswell, and he lived out in the countryside in the sticks in the middle of nowhere. This farmer called Mac Brazel found debris, metal, that seemed to have come from an unidentified object. And this debris was spread out in his ranch as if there'd been a crash where he lived. So this farmer took some of this debris to the sheriff, and the sheriff alerted the Roswell Army Air Base. Now, the response was initially the Roswell Army Base made a press release that the army had captured a so-called flying disc. But then for some reason, they changed their story after a while, and they claimed it wasn't a flying saucer, it was only a weather balloon. Now you have to understand that people who research this conspiracy, they believe that that was done intentionally to cover up what had actually been sighted. And that seems to coincide with the evidence we see today, where you have whistleblowers coming out and showing the Roswell incident was covered up and that we need to look into it. And so since then, in recent years, many people have come forward from different departments to explain that they've seen UFOs, unidentified flying objects, or now termed as UAPs, which means unidentified anomalous phenomena. And very recently, a guy called David Grush says that it's urgent and credible for the evidence and documentation of UFOs, and recently Congress have agreed to investigate the phenomenon of times past. Now, on a spiritual level, what's interesting is you get many testimonies of people who have claimed to be abducted or had some kind of experience where they've seen one of these strange creatures, but as soon as they've called out the name of Jesus Christ, the experience has stopped. So really you can say this has a demonic origin, as the demonic nature is seen in these experiences. There seems to be a big push because you see all of the increasing coverage of this phenomena and pressure to disclose everything that's known about UFOs and aliens. And it makes you wonder if this is not part of incrementally pushing this agenda forward on purpose. And this is a call to discernment and warning about the great deception that may follow.
Human reorientation. Jesus says it will be as in the days of Noah, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man. We are now changing what it is to be human and mechanical or machine, or at least genetically altering DNA, to now the third level, and that is heavenly beings. We call them aliens. Oh, now you're way out there, Pastor. Come on. Now you're way out there with UFOs and aliens and all this stuff. Now you're way out there. Man, if you don't understand what's trending and what's happening in this world, where do you think all the beasts are coming out of in the book of Revelation? What do you think these frog creatures are? codes? What do you think all of this activity in the heavenlies is happening? You want to see the Bible in the headlines? Here it is. And I'm not kidding, and I'm not deluded. This is the third phase. There have been more sightings, and remember, what did Jesus say? There will be a strong delusion. It will be so extreme that even the very elect could possibly be deceived. When people start showing up, other beings from other planets, they're not coming from other planets. They're coming from other dimensions. Does anybody have an idea of what dimension these beings are coming from? Come on, church. They're demonic. So the realm of the demonic, you could dress them up like aliens, you can dress them up in saucers, you can dress them up any way you want, but it's when the demonic comes to planet Earth as never before. Will the church be ready? This alien abduction, this alien enterprise, these demonics coming into the earth are only going to bring more corruption, not enlightenment. If you don't understand the enemy that's at your door, come on, you're talking aliens. I'm talking demons. And you need to understand this. This is a present trending and reality. I mean, the sightings are off the charts. It's getting more and more blatant. And so you need to understand that you're going to start seeing these things like never before. And if you're not prepared, you're going to freak out. Oh, where's God? Where's God? There are aliens. Oh my gosh, maybe there isn't a God. You know how many people we're going to lose over this? Because the deception is going to be so grand.